And he's like, I don't want to leave. And she's like, no, we gotta go. Let's go.
And then they broke up because of you. They probably broke up, yo.
Core memories.
I hope, yeah, core memory, bro. That's the name.
Weekend.
That's the name of this episode. It's core memories, bro. Yes, sir. You know the fucking vibes. NYCFC Forever podcast is back with another win. We beat Red Bull last week. We beat Chicago this week. Knicks beat the Pacers on Saturday. It was a glorious weekend. Sanchez was doing wild shit in the pit. I know he was. We're going to hear all about it. Sanchez, what up?
Oh, one of those Memorial Day weekends that no matter how...
It was Memorial Day weekend. That's
right. That you will remember. Like, I have a few Memorial Day weekends in my lifetime on my young 38 years on this earth that I could... Vivid memory, core memories. This weekend, core memory, Memorial Day weekend, from start to end, everything, every day had something memorable.
When you're sitting in that chair in 30 years from now, they're like, Papa, what are you thinking about? You're gonna be like, 2025, baby.
MDW 2025, baby.
MD Dub 2025. What a fucking weekend, bro. My daughter turned 1. That's crazy.
Look at that.
That was a feat right there, bro. It was awesome, man. Just see her. She did good, man. She was like, she's not into other people, you know, as like most babies are. But she was mad chill, bro. She was letting everybody carry her. She was having a good time, you know. She smashed the cake. It was awesome, man. We had a fucking blast.
She does have that your and your wife's little grumpy face, like
yeah.
Like
she'd be like,
"What you talking about, Willis?"
Yeah. She likes doing that shit. But nah, man, it was overall a great weekend. Started on Friday for you. You know,
yes. Well, real quick, Yousef isn't here because he had his own core memory weekend.
He did too. He spent Memorial weekend on vacation. So
yes,
I'm sure he's got some stories to tell as well.
And he would have been here to tell them, but apparently, I'm gonna guess he's probably knocked out right now.
Like, sleeping right now.
He's probably sleeping the weekend away right now. To be honest, he's been no response in the chat since this morning. So
yeah, he was complaining about the Van Wyck, but
complaining about the Van Wyck, like that's what complaining about the Van Wyck construction is like. I don't even is so ridiculous. It's like talking about school lunch being not good. Like, this is just the way it is. We just gotta accept this.
I've accepted it. Listen, the Van Wyck is so bad that I met my wife before I started dating her, and the Van Wyck told me no, bro.
That was the first sign.
That was the first sign, because she lived in Far Rockaway. I was like, I'm not going over there, bro. And then a whole panorama happened. Then it was like, oh, nobody's working on the Van Wyck. You can actually drive out there and make it in decent time. And I had a fucking blast out there. So,
and look at you now, celebrating a 1 year's birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So shouts to the Van Wyck.
Shout out to Wuhan.
Shout out to Wuhan, you know.
Well, it's crazy we brought this up because there's like a new COVID going around now that are people getting hospitalized throughout the US and even here in New York City about this. Is even like deadlier and more lethal. Listen, I don't know.
I hope I don't get it, because you know me and COVID, bro.
You and germs are like,
we like brothers, man.
You guys are mortal enemies. Like, you guys go at it regularly. I'm like, I'm the only one here with super genes apparently that
got beef, bro.
That doesn't get sick. And between you and Yousef, the fucking Big Pharma is making big money, bro.
Big money. They love me and Yousef, bro. Big Pharma loves me and Yousef, bro. Flu season, stomach bug season, all the seasons, all bro. The allergies. Big Pharma's like allergy. I don't even have allergies, but
the doctor.
All that shit.
So it turns out Yousef went abroad to get medical attention. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Stem cell research, experimental stem cell research.
Oh, I was thinking about doing that, yo.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about.
That's what I'm saying. I hear a lot of good things about this shit, man. I'm trying to rejuvenate myself, yo.
Stem cell research for like the joints and the aches and the pains and stuff like that.
I heard you got like a
A lot of athletes swear by
a
it.
herniated disc or something. They coming in, they
Go down to the Mexicos.
you go to TJ, they shoot you right up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Get you right back. I mean, listen, people go to Turkey or whatever the fuck, Turkey and get their hair done, right? The
Yeah,
hair
except
follicles and shit. Which is wild, right? How you go out there for the Champions League and don't come back with a full fade?
not even a
You
shape
know?
up.
Not even a shape up, yo. Nothing. Nothing. But this is customary on this podcast. If you're absent, we will cut ass.
Yes.
So yeah, I will be cutting ass all episode. So
Big ol' ass too.
big old ass, yo. Nah, I was gonna say something, but I don't want to violate.
More.
Yeah, I was gonna violate more, but
Real quick, I have shout outs to Blue City Radio.
shout out to Blue City
Next
Radio.
week, not this week. Next week they're celebrating their 500th episode.
Holy shit!
And they gave me a couple of these glasses.
Hey man, I want one.
I got one for you.
Hey,
It says Blue City Radio celebrating 500 episodes, and on the other side, it does no justice that I have water in it. But these are like nice beer mugs with the
nice
N150 logo with the star and everything. I have
with
one.
the new logo. Wait, hold on. Let me see it again.
It is the new logo.
It's got the star. Oh, okay. I see the star on it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. There
Yeah.
you go. Boom.
So
Perfect.
shout outs to them. I believe if you reach out to them, they might be able to hook you up with one of these glasses. But I have one for you and Yousef here in the crib.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. Shouts to them, man. 500 episodes.
I wanted to shout them out real quick, real early.
That's a lot. That's cool.
Next week, yeah.
Shouts also to Blue Bulls. They were actually on I don't want to say reposted, but NYCFC made a Instagram post with talking about Poku. I don't know if you saw that. They had they had one of their blurbs on there. So shouts to them for that. I thought that's what you were gonna bring up.
Oh, nice.
Well,
NYCFC last week for their anniversary birthday had one of those little blurbs, and my blurbs came up.
I did see that
on that post.
What was the question again on that post?
Favorite NYCFC memory?
Oh, mine's got to be that cold night in December, cold afternoon in December. That's one of my favorites, man.
I brought it back with the Unk status of day one. That morning that changed everybody's lives.
That's a good one too.
The morning that the team was announced, I remember.
What a day, bro!
Being like, "This is my team. This is my city. This is my club. Welcome to the club."
I recently unfollowed an Instagrammer because he was shit talking MLS too much. He would just like he had a decent following. He was like a FIFA player, not a FIFA player, but like an esports streamer. Yeah. He's good at the sport and everything. He's good at tactics and all this shit. But I felt that he had a big enough platform to to help MLS out. Instead of doing what everybody else is doing and bashing the sport and bashing bashing the league. Like, you have a lot of kids looking at this, and that's that shit like that. Bashing the league doesn't help. So I said, man, the hell with this dude. I'm unfollowing this dude. You gotta support your league, man. This is, like you said, we've been here since literally day one. God, I think what was your number in third rail again? Back in the day, was it 2 or 3?
6, and that's bullshit because I was the first one to pay, and they hit me with some bureaucratic nonsense and gave me 6.
Gave you number 6, so we'll say 3. We'll say you're the third member of third rail. I think mine was 2 in the 200s or something. I have to see if I still have my shit. But yeah, man, you gotta support your local, bro. I understand the sport is big, but support your local. And shouts to the fans, everybody who listens, the fans of our team, the fans of this podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and do all that stuff so that our numbers can go up and more people can listen to this podcast, because we do this shit for you guys. We do it for us. We like talking about this team. Let's be real here. We love talking about this team.
Fitting into our schedules, like today.
Of course,
Tuesday
man.
night. tomorrow. Oh, it's for the Wednesday drop.
Yeah, we're trying
And
to do the Wednesday drop for you guys and shit. But
trying to throw things into haywire. And then yesterday, um, you, Dave came to the realization, which was true, but I think it was too late. He was like, "Wait a second, we have to record today. Tomorrow's the Knicks game. Right now is the Knicks." And I was like, "I'm already in bed, bro." Like,
I know I was eating dinner. I'm like, "Wait a minute, the Knicks play tomorrow." No, we got to record. We got to record. You like, I'm in bed. I'm like, fuck.
I'm in bed, bro. Like,
so fuck it.
Nadie me saca la cobija, bro.
Not for nothing, you heard? Crazy shit.
Yeah, but here we are.
We're here, man.
And we're coming at you live. On a Tuesday evening.
Coming at you live.
But yeah, this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, started off for me Friday with so Chapina had gotten tickets for Metallica, Limp Bizkit, and Ice Kills
so bad
at the Lincoln Financial Stadium in Philadelphia months ago.
Yeah,
months ago. But due to my work schedule change recently, we weren't sure if we were still going to be able to go. You know, and
you guys got great tickets too, man.
Come to find out, 3 days before the game, my schedule cleared out, and so did her schedule cleared out, and we were like, you know what? We out.
Nice.
We out to Philadelphia. They put there's a casino right next to the stadium, right by the stadium. So we had dinner at the casino. We walked around the casino. They smoke hella cigarettes in Philadelphia, bro. Like, you know how New Yorkers, you walk around the street in New York and you smell weed?
Just weed, yeah.
Oh, but there's you just smell straight Marlboro Red, bro. It is rough out there. Everybody smokes cigarettes like a chimney out there. I'm like, damn, what year is this, bro?
They do that a lot in casinos too, like in Las Vegas. When you're in Vegas, it's just
you can smoke in the casino there.
Yeah. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So it's probably nasty in there too. Why you can't smoke bud in casinos?
I don't know.
It's the same smoke.
It's
not
legal.
the same, but it's like it's legal shit. Yeah. I don't get it.
So we go to the concert. We're looking forward to this concert. Everything's dandy. Limp Bizkit goes on.
Yes, sir.
And I think in the first or second song, it started pouring, bro. Raining super duper hard. And it's crazy because the weather app lied to us. It wasn't supposed to rain. And all of a sudden, we get there and I'm just looking up. I'm like, we have floor tickets. I'm looking up. I'm like, that dark cloud is scary looking, man. There's a dark cloud coming right at us. That is too scary. So the first song started with just one.
That's what they started with?
Yeah, with My Way.
Nice.
I felt like putting up a freaking the Knicks version of the WWE program.
Yeah, the promo. That's an interesting song to start with. My Way or the Highway.
Yeah. So they started with that and it started pouring. I forget what song they went with second.
Check out my melody.
It's pouring. I'm in the pit, you know, having fun. Like dangerous. I'm conscious is dangerous.
Yeah.
And then the third song, Nookie comes on.
Fucking bass line.
Bro. For everybody who's ever been to mosh pits and concerts and stuff like that, and you have had the time of your lives, once it starts raining, it's a different sport.
Yeah.
It's a completely different sport.
Things change.
It's like NFL and fucking wiffle ball baseball in high school gym. It's two different things, bro. It is like two different things. And I am conscious of this. And I'm just like, I'm in the pit. I'm like, nah, I gotta be a little bit more cautious because it's a slip and slide. I see people falling hard, bro.
Damn.
Falling hard, face first, like elevating, bam,
boom.
I was like, God damn. So then during Nookie, bro, as I'm thinking this and being conscious of everything, some kid, a little taller than me, slender kid, I didn't have time to react. He started falling, and we crashed heads, bro.
Oh no!
Headbutt to headbutt, bro. I don't know if you can see it, but I had a chichon right here on my forehead.
Damn.
I had a cut. I'm fucking bleeding. I'm looking like
no! You had the crimson mask, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You should have took a flick, bro.
I just bladed like Moxley and shit, bro.
They gonna blade the nookie, yo. Oh, this is my shit.
So Trapita goes, yo, you're bleeding at the forehead. And in my mind, I'm like, that's badass right now.
You're badass, yo.
I'm like, I'm hurting, but I'm like, that's pretty badass. So I just wipe it down, get back in the pit.
Yeah.
Come back. And she's like, nah, you're still bleeding. I'm like, oh, damn. And then, like, I guess after like a minute or so, it starts to hit me. Like, bro, my
I'm
world
dying.
was spinning.
Concussion protocol. Straight to
She's like,
jail.
yo, if you're not feeling well, we gotta go to the medic. And I'm like, nah, let me rock. So like the next song comes up, and I'm like kind of like headbanging on the side now. And I'm like, bro, I'm struggling standing up right now.
Nah.
Yo, word is bond to everything I love, bro.
KO.
There was a part
You
of me
lost
that
in
was
the third round, bro.
TKO, bro. TK. I had to
TKO
take
in the
the
third
D, bro.
round.
Like I realized, like,
So you're not
yo,
even in the main event yet, bro. You in the the pre-match.
so I'm not even a pay-per-view, bro.
You on the YouTube shit before.
I'm on 0 hour right now.
On 0 hour. Holy shit.
I'm
yo.
like, nah, I gotta go to medic because my whole world's been. So then when we started walking away,
Yeah.
you know how you walk, when you're walking with someone's like you start walking normal pace, and I'm like, I couldn't keep up with that. I'm literally like taking one step at a time.
Oh my God.
Be like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
And everything is just still spinning.
Bro, I'm literally walking like I'm fucking like this, like the scarecrow man, like this, like with my arms out trying to catch my balance.
Yeah.
Bro, my world. Yo, I haven't been hit that hard in any aspect in life since probably like 8th grade when I brought home that report card one time and mom whooped my ass. Like, bro, that shit hit me. That got me hard, bro. Like, you know what the sound was, bro? I should have been more cautious when it first happened and been like, let me like relax once it happened.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to force something. You know when you hit a baseball with a metal bat clean, that clank, that's what it was. That head knock was
fucking A,
bro.
bro.
I had a chicharron.
Did you see if the guy you got in the headbutt with, was he okay? Like, did you find each other at all? Like,
no, I lost him. I didn't know. Maybe he did get hurt and just like backed off a bit.
No,
But
I meant like initially, like yeah, bumped heads. Were you able to be like, oh shit, are you all right? Or was it just like, oh fuck?
No, I was fuck.
He said, yo, vaya con Dios, bro.
Fuck him. Every man for himself right now.
Every man for himself.
I went to the medic. It was cool. The medical room or whatever.
Yeah.
They gave me concussion protocol.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Concussion protocol, bro.
the like follow the eye, the finger,
doing
the flashlight, the neck thing. Doctor cleared me to go back.
After reviewing the play in the field,
Doctor gave, he's like, yo, here's 2 aspirin, and
first down.
He gave me what's it called, the an IV drink, like
oh nice, okay, so yeah,
so a liquid IV, that's what we call it, a liquid IV.
He was back.
I pounded that down, and so about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, I was like, all right, I'm good to go. I just gotta pee right now. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom right now. Like, I just drank this whole bottle of whatever jungle juice. Like, I gotta go.
Got to go.
But yeah, that was my concert experience for Limp Bizkit. And
man,
I was fine. Actually, 10-15 minutes after all the aspirin and the IV stuff, I was fine. I was
bleeding stopped, obviously.
Yeah. I was good to go and went back to the pit.
Were they still playing when you got back, or
yeah,
or did they had end yet?
No, so I looked at the set list afterwards. We only missed 4 songs. It felt like forever.
Yeah.
But it was only 4 songs we missed. But still.
What did they play for, like 45 to an hour or something?
About an hour.
Oh, so you missed a good chunk.
Yeah, like 25 minutes.
Yeah, 20
minutes. We caught the last 2 or 3 songs, and during the 4th song is when we went to the medic. So yeah, we only missed about 3 to 4 songs.
How were they though? Because this is
phenomenal.
Damn, I gotta see these fools. Man.
Phenomenal. They were so good live. It was really good. It was really good.
I'm glad they're making a comeback doing that shit. I know you went to the last one at the Garden.
No, I went. Yeah. Besides that one, after that, I wound up going.
Oh yeah, you went to the one in Woodstock too.
Yeah, Woodstock. That one was pretty nuts too.
That was crazy. Yeah, I gotta see these fools, man. They were actually the first concert I went to in '99.
Nice.
That was like, I think it was like 15 or something.
Nice.
The Anger Management tour. So Yeah, my weekend was not like that, bro. Not at all. We would listen to a lot of baby music, a lot of Spanish baby music is what we listen to in the crib all the time. So yeah, no mosh pits, no headbutts, no nothing. It was very.
The baby had a mosh pit with the cake I saw.
With the cake, yeah, she was going at it, man. That shit was hilarious. But,
and then, yes, Saturday was just I relaxed, recovered.
Yeah,
I had a fucking headache that day.
I could imagine, bro. Did you guys stay out there in Philly, or you guys drove back?
Oh, we drove. We drove back. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We drove back.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
She drove or you drove? Because I probably would have wanted to close my eyes at that point.
I drove back. No, because like I said, I was fine. After I went to the bathroom, everything.
How was Metallicos?
Metallica was good. Since it was the 2-night event.
Yeah.
Some of the songs we were hoping to hear.
Yeah, they probably played them on Sunday.
Played them on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's all right. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Those old men need a break in between.
Yeah, but I felt that they were really good. It was so cool the experience because there was a group of kids to our right. 4 black kids.
Oh, nice.
Young. They were like 19. I asked them their age. This was their first concert ever, period. Punto.
Oh, what a fucking great concert to go to, yo.
So we were just talking and I was like we're vibing, like enjoying the show together. I was like, we were just hanging. I was like, this is pretty cool seeing these kids. First off, 4 black kids.
Yeah, word.
Like young, that. Into the music, and this is their first experience, and maybe they'll remember us.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, of course. Like you said in the beginning, core memory right there. Core memory.
Yeah, we shared the kids went nuts when give me fuel, give me fire, give me jabba.
Nice.
And fire happened.
Yeah.
These kids were like, oh my god. I'm like, they gotta change their underwear. I know they do. I know they do.
That's good.
Also, that stadium sucks. I don't recommend that stadium for nothing.
That's why I saw WrestleMania 40. It was terrible.
Oh, that's right. The stadium's horrendous. Yeah, it's a horrendous stadium.
Garbage stadium.
It's to get out of the floor is like a fire hazard. Oof. There was like one exit for like the whole floor. It was bad. It was not good to get out of there. It was not easy to get out of there. But wow. Yeah, Sunday. I'm watching the Knicks score at the Metallica concert.
Nice.
I'm wearing the Knicks hat with some form of caution.
Yeah, but I feel like because I'm like those people at that concert are not into basketball.
Hold up a second, bro. Hold up a second. About 30% of the people at that stadium were wearing some type of Philly sports memorabilia. Like either a Phillies jersey, a Eagles jersey, Sixers jersey. They're wearing something. I saw a Philadelphia Union jersey.
Oh my God.
Like they were repping their teams hard in that stadium. And I was expecting the worst at some point. Bro, city of brotherly love.
Wow.
Not one negative comment aimed at me. And a bunch of, let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I bet a lot of people from New York came out there to the show and shit. So I don't think they're playing in New York this run.
I saw that Ivan from Newburgh went to the Sunday show.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's a good one.
So Puro Metallicos.
Big win for the Knicks on Saturday. That was a dope game, man. Sunday, excuse me. And then it started off with NYCFC winning. Yeah, which I had my doubts, bro. I had my doubts during that game. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yo, Kevin from Newburgh, shouts to him. He showed me this parlay he had with the Knicks and NYCFC money line both winning to make big. He put a big bet to make big money. Wow. And I was like, bro, that's a brave ass bet right now.
That's bold.
Bold bet.
I think it was one of those Sundays where
every New York
Mets, the Yankees, Knicks, and NYCFC all won.
And the day before the Gotham won. They won. I believe they won the Champions League.
Really?
I think so. The Women's CONCACAF Champions Cup. Unless that's like the Campeones Cup.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't follow them. That's New Jersey's team.
But I definitely away. They won it away too at that in Mexico's.
That's New Jersey's team. I hope we get a women's team once we get the stadium.
Yes,
that'll be fire. Yo, let's talk about this lineup though. Unless you got anything else to say about the.
You want to talk about the Knicks real quick on the Sunday night, so we don't go back into it later?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah,
I went to the Garden for the watch
oh
party.
yeah, for the watch party. I watched at home, man. You know, I live too far now to do
I woke up that
any
Sunday
cool
morning.
activities.
I woke up Sunday morning. I knew I was going to go out to watch the next game somewhere. It doesn't matter where. I woke up
Because you
that
were
day.
off Monday, right?
Yes, I looked up. I woke up and I was like, let me look up if there's watch party tickets, bro. It was basically sold out. It was sold out, and I just refreshed it, and it was like a ticket appeared. So I got the one ticket, and then I refreshed it again, and then Chapina got the ticket. I was like, oh, we are going to the watch party.
Nice.
And then I refreshed it again to get more tickets. Sold out completely in the dark.
Boom.
So I was like, perfect.
They sell out the whole arena, or is it just like the bottom bowl?
This time it was the whole arena. The whole arena, except the blue seats, the 400s, and the bridge, the 300 bridge. Everything else was full. I was like, yo, this is. Even my brother hit me up. He's like, yo, they really opened up the top. I was like, yup, because my brother goes to every single watch party. And after that win, bro, it was like you were at the game, bro.
Yeah, all that vibe on the street on 7th Avenue was crazy. Yo.
After the game, Chapina goes, we're gonna do hood rat shit, and I was like,
absolutely. What?
Absolutely. We get outside, it's fucking mayhem, and I'm loving it. It's tight quarters. It's like real tight. It's like, I'm like, this is amazing. There's a couple next to us. They're like talking to each other, trying to figure out where the train station is. And they ask me, hey, where's the train? I'm like, the E train. I'm like, I think your best option is just to go into Penn Station and walk through there instead of walking that way through the people. And then she's like, let's go. And the guy, I saw it in the guy's face. He didn't want to leave. And I grabbed him, bro, in front of his girl. I grabbed him. Don't leave. Enjoy this moment.
That's fucking funny, yo.
I'm like, you're from here? You're a New Yorker? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you've waited your whole life just like me for today. Absorb this. Don't let her make you leave. Right in front of his girl, bro.
Fuck, that's dope though, man.
And he's like, I don't want to leave. And she's like, no, we gotta go. Let's go.
And then they broke up because of you. They probably broke up, yo.
Core memories.
I hope core memory, bro. That's the name. That's the name of this episode. Is core memories, bro. Yo, are you planning a move and seeking a reliable, veteran-owned company to handle your belongings with care? Well, look no further than Tri-State Marines Moving. Founded by a Marine veteran, Christian and his platoon bring discipline, commitment, and the strength of the core to every job. Whether you're relocating your home or office, need packing and storage solutions, junk removal, or even power washing and Mother Nature cleanups, they got you covered. Serving the tri-state area with pride and professionalism, they ensure a seamless and stress-free moving experience. Listen, I'm not just reading the advertisement here. I actually used these guys a couple months ago and everything turned out great. Everything was placed where we wanted. The best part was nothing was broken. So trust the strength of the Marines for your next move. All their info is found on Instagram, which is at TMM_914. Also, tell them Boop sent you. Tri-State Marines Moving for all your moving needs.
Yeah, but they wound up staying. I noticed that they were there for a bit, but he literally was like, "I don't want to leave."
Nah, it was great, man. It was like it was. I don't know. It was cool too because Lucas is getting into it now. He's excited about the games and everything. We watched the first two, and he was bummed that we lost. And then this one, he was able to watch the whole game, and so to see us go fucking, I think it was 20. I think we were down 23 at one point, which was insane. And then for us to come back and win it again is just like, dude, let's go. And then the famous the poetry outside of the Garden. Knicks in 6. I don't even want to. Yes, SMD, bro. I'm not even going to say that, bro. It's Knicks in 6, SMD.
I was right there, bro.
I know you were, bro. You sent me the video, bro. Knicks in 6. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, think of SMD after Knicks in 6, and you'll fucking get it, yo.
That was the chant. It's kind of right, viral. That little clip. So Knicks the clip that's become popular. I'm to the right of the camera. Like if it was slower, frame by frame, I could probably spot myself. That's how like right there I'm at. I'm like
right there and shit.
I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Yeah. But
are they doing a watch party tonight?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Right now, Knicks are down by 10.
not looking too good
Not
for the
not looking
for
too good right now, but
after being tied around halftime. This is not
yeah,
good right now.
we
Well, let's get to
slow
the
burn.
episode. Maybe by the time the episode ends, we'll have an update, or you'll see us crying. One or the other.
One or the other. Yo. Yeah, boom,
Boom.
bam, like Yousef. Look at that. All right, lineup. Let's talk about
We played bum ass Chicago Fire. For the
it.
record, for those who don't know, I hate Chicago as a city, the people, the city, the fucking bean, uh, uh, bars closing at 2 a.m.,
All of
uh,
it.
all of it, the
You're right.
fans, stadiums, all of that stuff. I
All of it
hate Chicago. Chicagadero is what I've been calling them since forever.
since day one.
And fuck it, Chicago. So we have Matt Freeze in goal, Tavon Greer on the right, Martins, Justin Hack as our center pack pairing, and Burke Reese on the left back. This is, I think, his third start as left back, fourth start as left back this
I
season so
believe
far
so, something like that.
in recent times, and one of his better performances, I think, today. We have Aiden O'Neill and Johnny Shore in the midfield with Maxi Morales, Julian Fernandez on the right, Hannes Wolf on the left, and Alonso Crossbar Martinez up center forward.
Alonso crossbar. Next and 6, baby. It's a good lineup. It was a good lineup. But like I said before, I was a bit nervous, man. I knew Chicago was okay. I knew they were. Let me rephrase that. I thought Chicago was okay, but I didn't realize how much better they were. I think they were the second most winningest team away this season so far. So it's one of those things, man. And they, I don't know. I feel like they really controlled that first half. What did you think of first half?
Well, with Greg Berhalter at the helm,
Triple G.
we kind of expected something different from them from the past few years.
Yeah.
A little bit more possession, a little bit better structures, and yeah, I think they. I don't want to say the right word is dominated, but they definitely had control of the first half. We have zero capabilities of crossing a ball. We cannot. Doesn't matter who it is.
I
Gray,
don't know who.
Burke Reese. That first half, Burke Reese, Hannes Wolf, Julian Fernandez. Nobody could get across past the first guy, defensive player. Nobody in the first half. That was nobody. There was that one corner kick where Julian couldn't get past the first guy, and then they had another corner kick immediately, like it was an immediate corner kick, and Max is like, "All right, guys, I got it. I got this one." Like, I think
we got this.
Things like that is what makes other teams seem a little bit more dominant. Since hey, like we can't even do what we do, so it makes them look better defensively, you know. But one thing I noticed from them off immediately, I was like, their whole starting 11 is just bigger than us.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, these guys are all bigger than us. Like their defense is towers over our guys. Their forwards tower over our defense. I'm like, there's a big size disparity in the human mass from them to us.
From them to us.
And I felt like that was going to be a problem with the aerial duels since we don't. And but yeah, dominate's a strong word.
Yeah, I don't want to say that they dominated. I feel like obviously they complained about the small pitch, the small narrow pitch that we have, which I feel like I don't get why there's still complaints about it. Like, bro, we're getting a stadium. You know, like that shouldn't be a discussion. You already know how the pitch is going to be. Fucking playing a small pitch in practice.
Like, the scouting report gotta tell you that if you complain publicly about the pitch, you will lose this match.
Yeah, and they did. And another fact, I don't know if you noticed though. Maybe you do. The commentator said on the feed that Chicago has never beaten us in New York.
Never beaten us in the city of New York.
Yeah.
In the history of this team.
In the history of this team. Yep. They have never beaten us. And they said that after going up. And after they went up, I believe they scored in the what is it, the 19th minute? It was 18th.
Yeah,
minute?
about 19th, 20th,
something like that. I was nervous, dog, until the lady said that. Yeah, Chicago's never beaten New York. in New York City. And what went to my mind, bro? We could beat anybody in this stadium. At literally, because like I said, I was nervous, man. I'm like, fuck, we're really gonna lose to these. I think I even texted in the group. I said, bro, we really gonna lose to these clowns? Like,
all time at home, we have 9 wins and 3 draws. 9 wins and 3 draws. We've completely dominated the Chicago Fire since the beginning. The series, we're not horrendous against them away either. So like these are one of these teams that we're just like 3 points every time we see them. We should expect. No matter.
That's why I was like, damn, we're gonna fucking lose to these guys, and then something happened.
Shaqiri, Gutman, Nixon 6. All right,
Nixon 6. SND Nixon 6. Yeah.
So
yeah. So I don't know. Obviously, yeah, they got that stupid red card. Oh, you want to talk about their goal?
Their goal first and foremost, golazo.
Yeah, it was.
But I also think it's a defensive brain fart from Aiden O'Neal.
Ooh,
for not covering
for the new boy.
Yeah, the guy blew right by him.
Yeah,
to receive the pass and shoot the ball. He was the closest defender. Like, he blew back Aiden O'Neal. Great shot, great goal. And there was a stat shortly after that where, towards the end of the first half, how we had the higher XG up to that point, even with their goal, because it was like something that you don't see anymore, shots from afar. But I guess you could do that when you're like far is not really that far.
Yeah. Interesting. I saw before on the stats. I was reading the stat lines. I think it said our XG was like 4 point something. I don't remember. Where did I see? I think I saw on 5 Mob. But anyway, brain fart. I would say lapse in the defense. Something that the Knicks tend to do as well. They just fucking
we had a 4.0.
Forget that they got to play defense. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like we really, after that goal and then the red card happens, we really came to, and it was just the rest of the game was just all us, which was great. Like it made for fun watching. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was Matt Doyle, who put it in his weekly article about the season, about the matchups. He goes that the game was such a good game, which it was a good game because it was kind of back and forth up to the red card.
Yeah.
Because then at that point it just changes everything, like it puts the whatever disadvantage we had, it gave us the advantage at this point. But there was moments with a man up where it was just like, how come we don't look like we have a man up?
I hate when we do stuff.
There was transition plays where it's like, how come it's just like Maxi running up by himself and there's nobody there to support him, or Alonzo running up and there's nobody there to support him, like, and there's 4 defenders, Chicago defenders, and there's no wing supporters, nobody. Like, bro, we're a man up, we should be able to overlap. But that also leads into why the coach made the subs that he made, at halftime, because he was like, all right, we got to change the shape up to be able to take advantage of the situation. And I think what sucks for Gray, because he was doing he was having a great game that first half.
He was playing well.
He had a great first half, but you take him out because you think you realistically you don't think you need the defensive help at this point. You just get some offense, and then it worked. The Bakra substitution as well.
Who did Bakra come in for? Let me see. I'm looking for the subs here.
I believe Johnny Shore.
And then who came in for what's his name? Lineage. Okay. He got subbed out. Yeah, he played well, man. Even his FOTMOB rating was pretty high, 7.7.
And Johnny Shore, I think that was a smart sub as well, because not that he wasn't impressing me too much, but we didn't need that. We didn't need that to overload the midfield anymore.
No, we didn't. So yeah, I think, like I said, man, I'm not. I don't want to say impressed That's not the right word that I'm looking for. I guess impressed is the right word, because I feel like Jansen is doing what needs to be done. I've said this week in and week out. Um, I think he's doing a good job with what we have as a team, and yeah, he absolutely made the right call with these subs going in, because yeah, we ended up getting a goal, and you know, at first, obviously, when you see Baccarat, you know how we are on this podcast with that dude. But yo, he scored a goal. We got a fucking goal from that guy, man. With an assist from Yousef's favorite player. Told you we was gonna cut ass this whole episode, man. From what's his name?
Justin Hack.
Justin Hack. Big
This
Justin
is
Hack with the
back-to-back
assist.
games with an assist.
Back-to-back games with assists, son. What are we
Uh-huh.
doing right now, dog?
Listen, he's making superstars. He's Yamil Yamal out there, bro.
Son. So two players got an 8.4 rating on FOPMOP. Guess who came in at second with an 8.3? Big Justin Hack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He dominated on the defense, and then in the second half he was pushing forward in the attack.
Yep.
He has become an important piece of this team.
He has.
Listen, guys. When I'm right, I'm right, and when I'm wrong, I'm still right, because I could have been right, which makes me wrong.
That's like you having a 33.3% chance of,
Yeah,
being right. So now I was very impressed with that. Let's talk about that Baccarat goal. Baccarat.
like how NYCFC described it, the fox in the box. And I was like, all right, guys, relax a little bit.
The fox in the box.
It's his first goal of the year.
Yeah.
We're almost midway through the season. Like,
Yeah,
this doesn't make anything better for the past year and a half, right?
Come on, relax.
But it was important for him to score. He needs to get on the score sheet. Maybe this does.
Of course, it's important for him to score. He was our starting striker, bro. With 0 goals, man. Come on.
Hopefully, this does something for his confidence. It boosts his confidence up, and we could get a better performance of him in the minutes that he is awarded.
Remember last season where it was like, oh, let's celebrate because he had a goal, or like let's back him so that he feels whatever. You remember that? You remember what I'm talking about? It was like let's back him so he can score. And come on, man, what are you doing, dog? Like, how you a striker and you can't score? I don't understand that. There's no other positions he could play. Like, shit, he can't play defense or something. Like, come on, dog.
Well,
switch him out.
You know what that goal did besides tied the game? The stands. That's first off.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about the pregame vibes.
Real quick. I'll give you a quick synopsis on the pregame vibes. Great. Attendance in the pregame vibes, not great at all.
Not so great.
Yo, Bodega was empty.
Son, it was a holiday weekend though.
I get it. And I'm not knocking that, but damn, that bad?
Yeah, and listen, if it was hotter, it would have been even worse, because it's usually the beach is open this weekend. And
yeah. I had no plans, barbecue style plans. My sister was like, we're not doing nothing. The weather's crummy. I was like, perfect.
Good. Gonna go watch the footy.
That and great. So the stands, pretty bare. Not great. The crowd first half was as into it as you would expect it to be.
Yeah.
Right? It was not bad. It was not like, oh, this is horrendous, but it was just like, it left a little bit more to be desired. Oh, it was a little embarrassing was the march. It wasn't the best marches, right? But it was a good march. Not bad, but it wasn't.
What would you say? 100 people? 200 people? 50 people?
Around, 60, 70. High level FO guy. It's like Brad Sims, another jabroni, and then this guy. I see him in the march. I've never seen him at the march. Never, ever, ever, ever. So I go up to him like, yo, buddy, pal, friend of the pod. He knows he's listening right now. He has probably a big smile on his face right now.
Oh,
shout out to your cat. I know you got a cat now. I was like, damn. I had like second, third, fourth hand embarrassment. I was like, he was like, this is I haven't never been able to come to the March. I just want to check it out because he's always working.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is the worst day to
This is the
come.
worst March to come to, bro.
You know, like
Fuck.
damn, bro.
Which
You know,
you would think, nah, I don't know. On a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, long weekend.
the holiday has something to do with
Yeah, I
it. I
think the
feel like
holiday had a lot to
I
do with
feel
it.
like Memorial Day is a worse attended holiday game than Labor Day weekend. I think Labor Day weekend we do a little bit better because a lot of people are already coming back into town.
Yeah.
You know,
They
but
probably
yeah,
done with all the summer activities. They're like, fuck it. I just want to do my regular thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was at the march. It was cool. He understood. He's like, I knew the attendance was gonna be bad. Like, all right.
We were prepared for this.
But the Bakra goal, what it did was it ignited the section and the stadium. It because it was kind of like a low. Like at that point, from when he scored the goal, it was like 30 minutes around there.
Yeah.
From the red card, and we were still losing up to this point into the second half already. And then he scores the goal. What minute he scored the goal?
I want to say it was in the
58.
58.
58. I'm looking at it right now. 58. Okay. So that is 30 minutes since the red card. So it's like the frustration and angst was building. So this kind of set it off as like, all right, we might actually win this game now. Like legitimately, like my thought process, I was with Ariel was next to me and he was like, yo, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win this game. And I'm like, once that goal happened, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start believing now because
did you get nervous when they had the offside goal?
It's funny because I got a big pop when they announced when people realized it was offside. Big celebrations in the stands. Big celebrations. I didn't get nervous because I saw the flag immediately.
Oh, okay.
I saw the flag immediately. So I was like, oh, okay, no, cool. Like that was like my reaction. Like, oh no, okay, cool. So
see, mine was different because
the broadcast was horrendous with the offside.
Yeah, I didn't know it was offside.
I rewatched the game today, and I was like, they're not even. They're like showing the celebration. The guys yelling goal.
Celebrating, bro.
At this point, you hear the crowd cheering because I'm hearing the crowd cheer through the broadcast. I'm like, that's us celebrating the offside. Like we've been knowing it's offside already.
I didn't know it took a while for them to call offside. So I was just like, fuck, man. Yeah, that's when I got really nervous. I was like, I think that's when I sent the text. Yo, are we? Yeah, that's when I sent it. Are we really gonna lose to Chicago, bro? Like this is crazy.
And things like that happen when Apple TV decides to no longer send commentators to the stadiums to broadcast games. You're doing it remotely. They're getting the same feed we're getting, basically.
Yeah.
So
what's up, bud?
There you go.
But
yeah, so the stadium erupted. The vibes completely shifted at this point. The sports section went up a couple levels at this point with the 1-1, and it was all right. And then now it became the push to like, all right, now let's go win this game. Like let's go chase this second goal. And even when that happened, it was like let's keep going for more. Yeah, so the vibes in the stadium, it ended levels above from where it started inside the stadium, the support section. If you understand. Si me comprendes, Mendes.
Got you. So Bakra, yeah, he did his thing, man. I'm glad that he got on the score sheet. Hopefully he could do that week in and week out. But yeah, that red card changed everything. That red card literally changed everything. Yeah. Bakra's goal. What was the second goal? That wasn't the penalty, was it? No, the penalty was the third.
Hannes Wolf.
Hannes Wolf, yeah.
But moments before, like a minute before the Hannes Wolf goal, it was Burke Risa shooting from fucking downtown from the logo, bro.
From the logo.
Incredible save. Incredible save by the keeper. Like full extension, got enough of it to push it over to the crossbar, because if he would have went for it with his overhand arm, like shooting to his left and try to block it with his right, he wouldn't have reached it. He was only reaching that with his left, fully extended. Literally, that was like a 30-45 seconds before the Hannes Wolf, because the ensuing plays is what happens with the Wolf goal.
Yeah.
Which MLS made it seem like it's a curler from Wolf. And I saw the replay. I was watching it a lot today. I was like, that ball didn't curl. It actually dipped. Like it didn't curl out in the in. It just went up and down.
Up and down kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that move called again? When you just kind of box around? It's a name that I've heard. I would have to listen to the broadcast. But it was kind of a cool play. He gets the pass and he just kind of like
he cuts back into the
back
to his inside. And in the English broadcast, they said you can't allow players to cut into the inside into their dominant leg. You always got to push them to the outside.
Yeah, of course.
And they basically gave us the lane.
That's obvious. Yeah.
And
you do the same shit in basketball. Like if you know somebody got a weak left, don't push them to the right because that's where they can shoot better from and shit. So great goal from Hannes Wolf. That was I like that one too. After that, I was like, it's done. Put the cigarette in the ashtray.
The second half,
home, bro.
Chicago didn't show us nothing the second half.
Nah, they didn't. They
didn't show us nothing. To be honest, we should have scored more.
Yeah,
but
we missed one. Alonso. Well, you mentioned Alonso crossbar Martinez.
Oh, in the first half, yeah, he was freaking.
Yeah, that should have went in.
Magnetic pull he has to the crossbar.
For real, bro. For real. Oh. This Knick game, man. Shit. We were down by 5.
We were tie game at one point, bro. Yeah. We're getting cooked right now. We were.
What are they looking for? That's a foul. Yeah, you got his left hand on him. I was right.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder down.
Yeah, him, man. Come on, what are you looking at? By the way, new rule next season in the NBA: players can now challenge.
The players can challenge.
Yeah, but it still counts for the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a foul, Obi. Sorry, Obi Toppin. Third goal was a penalty. On who was the initial foul on? It wasn't Martinez. It was, yes.
But this is the second moment, like a few minutes before that, Matt Freeze had was it the City Boys pod? Boys. Who referenced the Eli Manning reference with these throws. Because Freeze had a throw in the second half that was like a dime right to the midfield line. Boom, perfectly. And then this pass was also a throw from Freeze all the way to Ojeda, who wound up getting the 1-on-1. And it shouldn't have gone to penalty because when he cuts back, the ball gets away from him.
Yeah.
And that allows the second for the defender to make up that step to get closer to the ball to be able to challenge it. Because if he cuts that back to his foot, to his right foot, I think he shoots and scores right there. Yeah. Also, I don't really think it was a foul.
Yo, I was gonna ask you. That was gonna be my next question. Would you have called that a penalty?
I don't think so.
I'm not a fan of the commentator. It was a woman and a guy. The woman is fine. I think she does great.
She was pretty good. I listened to her today and I was like, oh, she was pretty good.
Yeah, she does great color commentary. It's the play-by-play guy.
Oh, she's the play-by-play.
No, I thought it was the other way around. I thought he was calling it, and she would do like the exciting shit,
I don't think so. I think she was the play-by-play.
Anyway, the guy in the fucking broadcast, I think he's terrible. But I did agree with him. He said that it shouldn't have been a penalty, in his opinion. Whatever that's worth.
It's all ball.
It looked like all ball, and it was one of those things. He kind of got tripped up. You know what the problem is, bro? I feel like because you're watching it in slow motion, it looks a lot worse than what it was in slow motion. And I think somebody had texted us. Excuse me. Somebody had texted us that we were gifted an extra goal. And listen, at that point, sure, fine. We were still up 2-1. We were going to win the game anyway. So give us the penalty. And yeah, I thought I got nervous again for Crossbar Martinez.
The thing is
great nickname, by the way, bro.
the thing, the thing is, it wasn't a red card. It was a second yellow.
Yeah, second yellow.
But here's my thing: it's like it's a tough position because it could be viewed as a foul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is that a yellow worthy of a foul?
I don't think it was. No, I think it was a foul. I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a foul though, bro. I don't.
Because was it a yellow because it's denying of a goal scoring opportunity?
Yeah.
I think it was kind of harsh.
Would it be a penalty because that's what the ref called at first, and then when he went back to go check the VAR, it wasn't clear and obvious to him? Do you think it was one of those situations where he was like,
Yeah, because
I really don't know?
the follow through was a little rough,
Yeah.
but it wasn't too rough. It wasn't that aggressive. I felt like the
Yeah.
follow through was like of that play happens in the midfield, it probably doesn't get called at all.
I can see that.
Because he
I can
got
see
the
that.
ball initially, and the follow through. Yeah, he made contact, but he didn't. It wasn't like
It
malicious.
wasn't intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
there was no malice in it. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I
The
don't think
first
it should
red
have been.
card was a red card.
Oh yeah, that was
The
definitely,
elbow to the face.
yeah, violent conduct. That 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Who's that? Gutierrez, City Boy podcast? One of their brothers or something?
Yeah. He's like one of their cousins or
One
something.
of their cousins or some shit.
He looked like them too. Now I think about
That's what I'm saying.
it.
City Boy, you acting up, man. That's funny. You saw them barbecuing? They did their outside the episode barbecuing and shit.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I saw the clips when he was like, "Oh, I ran out of propane."
Yeah. He had a funny one. Hob had a funny moment where where his daughter ran up to him, asked for a cookie. He was like, "No, you gotta eat your burger first before you can have a cookie." And then it like cuts. And it's like 10 minutes later, he's giving her a cookie, bro. She ain't even eat dinner yet and shit. That shit was funny though.
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday. Let them eat the fucking cookies.
There's
man.
no fucking rules eating on holidays and barbecues. There's no rules.
No rules.
You want 17 hot dogs? Go ahead.
Eat till you throw up, man. You be all right. You ain't got school tomorrow.
Exactly.
Sick on the couch. Fuck that.
People die so we could do this to ourselves.
We could kill ourselves over here. Gorge ourselves.
Don't do it in vain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you got to think of the memories. You can't forget the memories. Shouts to NYCFC, man. Big win, 3-1 over Chicago. We got a midweek match. Matches actually today when everybody's listening. Wednesday, the 28th, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, the 28th. Against Houston. Let me see how Houston's doing. I haven't really been following the West so much.
The Houston Dynamo has a guy named Jack McGlynn on their team now. They're 10th place right now.
Oh God,
with 17 points. They have 4 wins, 6 losses, and 5 ties. So, in theory, if you just look at their record, we should be able to win.
Yeah.
Right? They have former NYCFC forward Gabriel Siegel. Remember him?
Gabe Siegel, baby. Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's on that team. Jack McGlynn from Queens, New York, from Middle Village, just right by me.
Yeah.
Nico Lodero, Junior Urso. They got some names. They got some, you know how they say the Barclays men?
Yeah.
They got some prime MLS players on this team.
Prime action there. Yeah. But listen, they don't got Achache still, do they?
I don't see him on the roster. No.
He must have left.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Yeah,
worried
good
about that.
It's a little concerned.
Yeah. So let's see our head-to-head too. We 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Yeah, we don't see these fools often. So
7th time. I've been to Houston's Dynamo Stadium. I was at that game where Yangel Herrera got his ankle destroyed when he broke his ankle. I was at that game. That stadium sucks.
I hear it sucks because it's hot and the humidity, no?
Speaking of Memorial Day weekend, I was there for Memorial Day weekend, and it was at 8 o'clock at night. It was 105 degrees with
Oh
100% humidity.
my God.
It was like my clothes melted onto me.
Can't do
Like
that.
it was
I
like
can't do that. I'm a
I
sweaty
had
boy. I'm a
I
sweaty
had
boy as it
I
is.
had
I
to like
can't be in that damn humidity like that.
peel my balls off my inner thigh, like with all the gunk in the middle.
No. Oh God, call the
No, it was
cops, bro.
horrendous. That weather is no good, man, at all.
Mm,
Oh,
that's nasty. That's some nasty shit, man.
but listen, I feel midweek game at El Yankee, right?
Yeah.
So back at El Yankee
Last game, like you said, for a while.
for a few weeks at
Yeah.
home. So let's close off this home stand pretty well.
Yeah.
Uh, at this point we've beaten Chicago. We beat the Red Bulls.
Yep. We drew against DC, so I guess no losses in 3 matches, which is great.
Yeah, so let's
Let's
keep it
keep this.
going.
Let's keep this going. You wanna do predictions?
I think, yeah, you know why? Because I'm gonna go with the 3-1 again.
Oof, I like that. I'm
Nope,
gonna go
just
2-1. I'm gonna go with the classic 2-1.
run it back.
4-4-3, 4-3-3 formation with the 2-1 victory. I'm gonna go for that. So and then after that, Saturday, there's a Saturday match against
And that's Nashville.
Nashville.
And that's
In
the game
Nashville.
I'm a little bit more concerned with.
Yes, so am I.
Nashville are third in the East with 8 wins, 4 losses, and 3 draws. For context, we're sixth in the East. Look at that. How
Yeah,
about that?
I was gonna mention that because we jumped over Miami with this win against
With 7 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws. Not bad. Not horrendous.
Not bad.
When we're only think about this, how bad the season started after like 5 games.
Yeah.
We're only 6 points out of first.
That's not bad.
That is crazy to me.
If the playoffs started today, I think we would be playing Nashville.
Yes, yes, I think we will be playing Nashville
we'll be playing Nashville.
Yeah.
So, which is good, man.
This it's starting to, the tide is turning.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And plus, now the summer window is going to be opening up soon.
Hope they do something, but
let's see. European football is coming to a close. This was the last weekend for the Prem.
Yes, there was a Spurs parade, and there was no Arsenal parade.
Actually, there was an Arsenal parade, but it was for the women.
The man them couldn't, the girl them did.
Yes, that was dope, yo.
Yeah,
but listen, women gotta be innovators.
Arsenal women's won the Champions League, I believe it was, right?
Yeah, for the second time,
and that was the quote. The mad them couldn't, so the girl them did.
Yep, it's classic shit.
Yikes. So
and then Tottenham was what 16th?
No, brother, 17.
Right there, bro. Right, they almost got relegated, bro.
15 points clear, 18 points clear.
Holy shit, bro. Still though, son. Still they were right there.
But speaking of European football, who in MLS thought it would be a good idea to schedule any games for this Saturday during the Champions League final?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it.
There's 2 games. There's the St. Louis versus at home versus San Jose, which is at 2:30.
Not watching that.
The final starts at 3. Not watching that. And this is 4:30 game kickoff. So at best,
you got to do the double screen.
No, at best you miss the first half. Put it at the first half, like because you want to watch the Champions League, the trophy celebration.
Yeah. That's true.
So
who you got winning Champions League?
PSG.
Yeah, I think PSG takes it too.
PSG is gonna take it. I got PSG. William Pacho, Ecuadorian, number 51, center back. I think PSG is also ready to win it. Both of the teams are ready to win to enter PSG. But I think I'm going for PSG. The game's in Munich. Let's do it. Let's see. One time for the Middle East.
And then Club World Cup happens pretty soon, no?
Yeah, I don't give a damn about no Club World Cup.
All those tournaments are starting soon here in June.
Yeah, a couple weeks from now. Yeah,
a couple weeks from now. Shit. So.
And for the Club World Cup, I think I'm gonna pick Chelsea.
Oof.
To win it. I think Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I think
Chelsea.
Chelsea has the right team, the right mentality, the right uh, momentum going into the tournament. I
Yeah.
feel like they might take it more seriously than some of the other teams, the bigger teams,
Yeah.
and that would give them the competitive edge.
Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, man.
Nashville, in Nashville,
Nashville in Nashville. That's gonna be a tough match.
when that stadium is full, the stadium rocks. It's a
Yeah,
good
it does.
atmosphere. It's a good home crowd. I've been there to the city of Nashville for games twice, I think already.
Yeah, I've been there once.
Yeah, so twice I've been there. Both times, great times.
It's a great
The
time
sta-
in Nashville, bro.
for
Not
those
gonna
who
lie to
go
you.
into the stadium to go into the game, just be mindful. There's no public transportation.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
walkable.
that walk was brutal, bro.
It's not walkable to anything.
Nah.
From when you get off the Uber, this looks like the stadium is on top of a castle. It's like a castle on the top of a hill. It's Dracula's castle, bro.
Dracula's castle.
You got to go up this hill, up them stairs, the
Mhm.
zigzag hill. Wear some comfy shoes.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know what I mean?
It's so hard to get an Uber up there.
And on the way out, it's
Yeah,
horrendous.
it's terrible.
It's
terrible,
horrible
yeah.
to get out of there.
It's definitely a driving city, yo.
At least driving to that game. The old stadium didn't have to be drivable. You used to walk it from downtown Broadway, where the Titans played.
The last time the only time I went, we got the Uber and they didn't even drive us to the stadium. They drove us like down to the bottom of the hill, and you had to walk all the way up.
Yeah,
damn stairs and all that shit. Yeah,
yeah.
it was crazy.
Wasn't that with you?
Yeah, we were together.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
the three of us.
No, it was the two of us.
Where was the other one? Oh, the other one was you
At the fucking
At the-
paper
at the-
museum or whatever it was.
I gotta see the paper.
It was the paper museum, wasn't it?
I think it was some fucking museum, bro.
The print museum or something like that.
Some
The
crazy
printer.
shit. That's fucking funny.
There was some museum that he went to, which is okay. You want to be culturally
Yeah, that's cool. I like
awoken,
museums,
but it's
not
like
not during
not
game
30
day,
minutes
though.
before kickoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was drunk as a skunk. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to go to the museum." I'm like, "Please." Why? I mean, another Jack and Coke, whatever the fuck I was drinking.
yeah, we were at that real yeehaw bar, bro.
Son, for real.
So the TVs had fishing on the TV. Bass Pro Fishing or whatever the fuck we was watching. Competitive fishing. This is some real down south hillbilly shit right here.
That shit was crazy. And then the dude, remember that one? He was just like that one dude playing whatever the fuck. It didn't even sound like country music. It was like folk music because it's like.
So it's like a banjo, a straw thing.
The good old boys music. Like,
yeah.
What are you
I was gonna paint the picture, you just went straight there. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The overalls, no shirt. You know?
That music. You remember WWF used to have they had like a tag team that looked like
Bushwhackers?
No, it wasn't the Bushwhackers. They had they used to wear Confederate shirts and everything.
Yeah, the Dudleys.
No, it was before the Dudleys, bro. It was a tag. It was during WWF. That's what I'm saying. It was
yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. It was
I don't remember
like
the
early 91, 92 era.
Yeah, it was
Goofy
in
Comics era.
Yeah, like the Hulk Hogan superhero type era. So they were like the Southerners, you know what I'm saying? Like I forgot what their names were. They look like a Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, a lot. Shout out to the Duck Dynasty dude. He passed away apparently recently.
Oh, which one?
I don't know, the OG one.
Oh shit.
Yeah. A lot of those people that you're describing right now.
Yeah.
A lot of that in Philadelphia in the concert.
Yeah, I don't like that.
At that concert, bro.
That's the only weird shit for me. Like I like that music, but it's like that's crazy, bro.
Yo, Philadelphia, me and Chapin looking around, I was like, there is no Spanish people here.
Wow. That's my only thing, bro. Is like I don't like that aspect of it. Like I like that music, but I'll be feeling weird at the concert.
But when we went to LA, it was the total opposite. I was the lightest thing moving. I was the lightest thing moving. You know what I mean? But in Philadelphia, I was like, I'm 3 tones darker than everybody here.
And that's saying
I'm
a
light,
lot.
and I'm white. Someone asked me today at work, you were like, yo, you Italian? I was like, no. I look Italian?
I look at
They're like, yeah.
You kind of do, bro.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Oh,
hey, how's it going?
hey,
Hey, forget about it.
hey, whoa.
That's fucking funny.
Kaboo.
Holy shit, yo. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Italian. You can pass for Italian, bro. I definitely can't. Yo, speaking of Italian, Colodrio from
Colonial.
Bronx Tale,
He's
whatever the fuck his
Colombian.
name is. You knew that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I saw an interview. He said
He was adopted.
he was adopted. He was from an orphanage.
Yeah.
So pretty cool though.
Yeah,
Got
that's
adopted
interesting.
to a little
And
Italian
when
family
I
and
found
shit.
that out, I looked at him. I was like, "Yeah, you do look Colombian. I see that. I see the Colombian in
I
him."
see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking funny shit, yo.
yeah. Yo, real quick, you know
Yes,
how
sir.
the Italians be rigging the sports and the gambling?
Yeah. Nah, man, come on, another one.
I got the ball.
How did you get that? How'd you get that one this time?
It's hilarious. I'm with Ariel and Edgar, and Ariel's like, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go get the ball. I go to the front of the section at the end of the game, and Edgar comes, and Edgar goes, nah, the ball always lands over there.
Mm,
And Ariel moves where he points to. He catches the first ball. Boom.
wow.
And I was like, oh, you motherfucker. He's like, ha. So then a few moments later, I'm like, yo, let me see who signed it. And I'm looking at the ball, and all of a sudden he smacks me in the chest. I have the ball in my hand, like this, looking at it.
Yeah.
He smacks me in the chest. I look up, the other ball's coming right at me. I
Oh,
caught
no.
this one holding the other one.
Nice.
Like I was Pac-Man Jones catching punts in that Pro Bowl a few years back, like 10 years back. And how many balls could he catch while still holding the balls?
Yeah.
You know,
Crazy.
I was like, boom. I was like, oh snap. And I think it was Michelinic. He wrote home run as the autograph.
Home run.
I don't know if to be upset, disrespected,
Listen,
excited.
We play at Yankee Stadium, dog.
You know,
It is what it is.
yeah.
10
Knicks are
years
getting
in, they are. 10 years in, I've never caught a ball.
This is numero. You're about to be upset.
That's got to be at least 20.
No, not that much. Not that much. Nah, maybe 10.
Jeez, it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, but I'm giving this away. I'm giving this one away.
All right,
You know,
the home run ball.
I was supposed to give it away the other day, but I left it in the car, so I'm giving that one away.
Nice. Yeah. Enjoy.
I was gonna give it. Someone was like, "Yo, give it to a kid." I was like,
"Nah, every time you get it, they always ask you to give it to a kid."
Guilt trip?
Come
on,
like,
dog. Boy,
get out of here,
I will fight a kid for over this, for a ball right now. And you know why I have that sentiments? I'll bring it right back to Yankee Stadium. The year was 2003. I was in Yankee Stadium. I believe it was 2003. It was New York Yankees versus the Tampa Bay Devil Rays at the time. Tino Martinez was with the Devil Rays. It was my favorite player. He was my favorite player growing up in the 90s. I had his jersey and everything. I still have his jersey. He's at bat, so I'm in the bleachers. I'm in right field bleachers.
Yeah,
with $5 tickets back in them days. You know what I mean? How you doing?
Those are the days.
It was a day game too. That cut school and everything. We get to he goes at bat. I go to the bottom of the section. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna catch this ball. I'm thinking he hits a home run. I'm like 16, maybe 17. The ball's coming. This little piece of garbage, human being, this child, knocks me off my feet, catches the ball, and as I'm on the ground looking up, he's like, hey, the ball in my face, and I'm like, you know what? Since that day, bro, fuck them kids.
That's why you'll never give up memorabilia. Oh, we got an update.
What an update with Yousef?
From Yousef.
I think I saw that too. Yeah.
He says, what do you say?
Damn it. I don't want to read that on the air.
Okay.
I read the first part and this last part. How about that?
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. Yo, I got home and I had forgotten about my mom and some stuff about her mom. And then dot. And then I crashed to sleep. As we expected.
As we expected.
Yeah, as we fully expected him to be unconscious. And Yousef is a strange and also interesting person when it comes to this. He is capable of going to sleep without an alarm. He doesn't have an alarm.
That's crazy. I can
That
never
is
do
crazy.
it. I can never do it.
I can never do it. And somehow he still manages like to wake up for work or when he has to do things. It's like a weird telekinetic power he has, which is, I find it so weird. And I'm like, how can you do that? Like,
yeah, I couldn't do that.
if I have to be somewhere and I'm going to sleep and I have no alarm, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I didn't make it. You know,
Sorry,
I'm not.
I'm sleeping. I'm still sleeping. I'm
Yeah,
still sleeping.
he has that capabilities of waking up. So
No, ain't no
the
way,
Knicks
man.
getting cooked right now, brody.
OD cooked.
Yeah.
Right now it's 111.99.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not feeling too good about this, puppy.
yeah. Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7. But all right, y'all. Yeah, great
prediction against
episode,
Metro
man.
real quick.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
Ooh, I was gonna say 1-1.
I can see it.
Listen, a tie on the road is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Especially if we win midweek.
Yeah.
And we get a tie on the road.
I think we win midweek and we could tie.
And we get 10 points out of the last 4 games.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
That's good money cooking with propane.
Yeah.
Cooking with propane.
That's why you got a City Boys pie. You gotta be paired.
Give them cookies.
It's like us doing one of those drive along from an away game.
Yeah. Those are fun, yo.
And pod episodes, and we have no gas to drive.
Yeah, nah, you wilding right now.
We're just recording from the parking lot, waiting for the tow truck.
Waiting for Yousef to come back with a pint of gas or whatever.
Yeah, snap a bottle full of gas,
so we can turn the car on and shit. Hell yeah, man! All right, man. Enjoy the game tomorrow, and yeah.
Everybody have fun.
Yeah, everybody have a fucking good time, and let's get these wins and do what we got to do. Yo, this is the NYCFC Forever Podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.